Greetings, Libra. Welcome to Aries season and welcome to your reading. I figured it out. I was like, yo, why? What in the world? All I want to do is get married and be happy and have a good relationship. That's it. I just want to have a happy relationship. I just want to get married to my person, find my person, and that's it. I'm not asking for much. Why is it so damn hard? I didn't figure that part out, but I figured something else out. We'll figure that out. We'll figure that out at some point, but let's talk. I figured this out, and I am excited to talk to you guys about it because it's like, well, one, you finally feel better, and that is so exciting. And since you finally feel better, you can start being much, much nicer again to others, but also yourself. Yay. Yay. That's a big deal. And it's a gift. It's a gift. And that's what I figured out. Those hard moments, those very, very hard moments. Here we are. The hard moments that feel like the world is falling down. Those hard moments are exactly the things that make you who you are. The things that you love about yourself when you're in a place of strength and you feel in a place of strength and you feel so good about you and you feel like you have so much that you can give to others. It's never ending. The energy, the love, the good vibes that you can give to others, it doesn't run out. I realized, Libra rising, excuse me, this sparkling water, so it's making me burp. I realized that hard thing, those hard things, they're one and the same. They bring you to this place of generosity, because without this moment of utter chaos and destruction, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference between a horrible day and the best day of your life. Let me give you one even better. The thing that brings you the most fulfillment is being able to see exactly into someone else's situation. Family member, friend, romantic partner, co-worker, whatever. And when I say situation, I mean struggle. And you can relate to them on such a deep level that you feel like you're the same person and they feel like you're them. It's almost as if in each other's minds, you are each other for that moment. Magic. It's love magic. Like a potion. That doesn't require any chemicals, only words, but the right words, the sweetest words. And I think that realization during this time, it warms your heart. It just is all you need. It really is. And that is just the funniest thing, because you're like running and chasing down these things and you're like, okay, when I achieve this, I'll feel better. I'll be fine. I'll stop stressing. I'll stop. When really, all you want in this life, the thing that makes you feel most fulfilled, is to make people feel understood, and to get that feeling back where they know that you understand them, and then you know that they understand you, and then the banter comes, and then the vibe comes, and then the relationship is off to the races. There is no feeling more exciting than the forming of a new connection that just feels right. Like I said, it doesn't matter what type of connection. It could absolutely be love, but it's partnership. It's feeling like you've got partners in this life. And so, of course, here we are on this high again, and you're like, well, that sounds sweet. That sounds great. That sounds super romantic, and you know I'm a sucker for that. What happens when that person starts to act like an idiot and we're no longer on the up and up? What happens when I start to act like an idiot and we're no longer on the up and up? Well, you get tired, you know? It's okay to get tired. It's okay to get tired. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to get tired of being the perfectly agreeable citizen just because things are going well. I think what can change this year for you, Libra, is that you can accept yourself for being that person. The non-perfect citizen when you just feel off. You feel off. You had an off day. You don't want to be nice right now. You actually don't want to compromise. But in your mind, those things are a crime. They make you inhumane. You don't even see yourself as a human. You see yourself as an evil, selfish person. And maybe because you see yourself as that, for being that way, that is how other people see you when you are that way. But there's something now, that can happen in your heart. Of course, this is other people, but before any other people come into this picture with you, let's look at this as just you. Let's look at this as you, right? Of course, this looks super romantic. Everybody's doing what they need to do. And so we're together, we're happy, we're in a relationship, we're in partnership. So we're looking at this as ourselves, right? This is me and me. So I'm doing everything that I think that I need to be doing. And so, of course, I deserve all of this love and connection and romance and good vibes and sweet vibes and just balanced vibes. I deserve all of that. Hey, how about when you're imperfect? Do you still deserve this person on the other side of you? Or does that mean you need to be alone, chasing love for the rest of your life, chasing someone for the rest of your life because you were imperfect, so you don't deserve for them to stand beside you? Yeah. Maybe there's a more subconscious part of you that needs to come into play in this relationship with yourself. There's a more subconscious, much more compassionate side of you that says, I am imperfect and I still deserve love. And maybe that person behind you can validate and keep you standing strong when you really want to turn away and walk away because you feel like you're not deserving. This subconscious person, this person in your subconscious, in your heart and in your mind can say, no, actually, that is incorrect. You are still worthy of love, even in those imperfections. And I'm not going to let you forget that. And that shift in your heart and in your mind is what can stop those breaks in your consciousness, those breaks in self-love, those breaks in your relationship. The need to break things in your relationships. Mars will enter Pisces on March 22nd. And as much as we are holding space for these imperfections, there's still a lot of work to be done on self. And part of this does have to do with money. Being money hungry, being money focused, being materialistic. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm just being completely me because I don't want to be anybody else with y'all. I just want to be myself. And I know it's not the cutest, and I know it's not the cutest. But isn't it the cutest, you know? So, you, during Mars and Pisces, have a lot of work to do. And this can be a really seamless humbling of the self. It can be seamless. It can really be seamless. If you let go of the money and make it about being as helpful as possible, the money will come to you easily. Okay? But that, I'm not going to call it obsession. It's just a value system that you have currently around money. A value system that you have around materialism. That value system wants to burn to the ground during Mars and Pisces, because you're going to see so many people who just need help. And it makes you realize that this value system that you're carrying right now is not null and void, but it's needs to be reevaluated. And this can be in terms of business, this could be in terms of family, but it could also be in terms of love and in the way that you operate in a relationship, because of these values that you have. And again, it can be a seamless humbling. It can be a quiet evaluation. And I think that's the way we want to go. And I think that you don't have to make yourself feel bad for your personality and the values that you've had up until this point. You don't have to make yourself feel bad. And I'm not even saying that you necessarily have to completely change. You know, there's absolutely aspects of this that you've learned along the way that you understand are necessary. But there's just some parts of it that require you to go a bit deeper into, to connect to a depth of self and depth of this world, and you know, the beings that exist in this world, and that connection it makes you think twice about what you say and how you say it and why you say it. It's not going to stop you from being petty. It just, because it's fun to be petty, okay? So that's a part of your personality and you like it and you're allowed to be that way. But there are moments when you realize that maybe that was mean. Maybe I was mean. Maybe the energy that I'm giving off is a bit mean and I actually couldn't see it. And just because I couldn't see it, it doesn't make it okay. And now I do see it and I do need to look at it and I do need to adjust a little bit. Yeah. And again, like I said, it's humbling. It's a humbling, it's a reevaluation, but it doesn't have to be too heavy. It's just you getting deeper. And it's a really good thing. It just, makes you a little bit hard on yourself, But what you have to understand is that, sure, you made a choice, you saw something and you said that I like that and I want that and it looked pretty. I want to be like that. I want to do that. And you did make that choice. But on a deeper level, there's a part of you that was programmed this way. And so you don't have to carry so much guilt about being the way that you are. And you also can understand and remember that there's a whole other world where you are allowed to be as materialistic as you want to be, as fashionable as you want to be, as performative as you want to be. And it's just becoming about finding the right settings and outlets. Yeah. And protecting the souls that you're connecting with along this journey, protecting them from being sliced by your sword of pettiness or your sword of interests that you have. Does that make sense? So basically what I'm saying is, if you are super into your look and you see someone who does not appear to be into their look and you can sense the insecurity coming off of them, you don't lean into the energy of being just how you are and, not holier than thou, because it's not, you're not like a mean girl, you know what I'm saying? But it's taking that step of like being helpful and encouraging and doing it in the charming way that you know how to do it, and actually taking that moment, and and also understanding that maybe they don't want to be like you, and that's also okay, but build that relationship anyway, build that connection anyway. It doesn't need to be your best friend, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? And then at the same time, the interest that you have, the material things that you have, the things that you love about your look and the way that your life looks, you can still do all of those things. You can still love investing in those things as much as you love investing in those things. So it's really just about, again, the depth of your connection to the people and the souls that you are meeting along this journey, and deciding to invest in the complexities of those interactions. We did not even talk about the transits, and I'm not even gonna say I'm sorry. I think the full moon in Libra is so much information for you, and it's everything that you've needed for you. It's everything that you've needed for you to get back to you. And then from there, and a lot of that getting back to you does have a lot to do with understanding the world around you. And so I do feel like this conversation was beautiful because we did touch on both. And then as you come back to that place of completion and understanding the world around you, then that new moon solar eclipse in Aries in your house of relationships opens you up to it's just you being you, and people wanting to know you, and you actually wanting to know people again. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited for you to have real partners again. You deserve it. You deserve the respect and the friendship, the advancement. You deserve people in your life who really want to support you and see you succeed, because that's what you want for the people in your life. And the balance is restored. Love you, Libra. I will see you in Taurus season. In the meantime, you can schedule your private and birth chart readings with me through the link in my description. The Aries season kickoff is called Instinct, and it is available on YouTube. And the Aries season playlist is out now on Apple Music. It is called Pulse, and the link to the playlist is in the description. Love you. See you soon. Bye.